Today's topic, Simone Biles. Now, I never thought I could be covering this, but this has been all over the internet, Twitter, everywhere. You don't know Simone Biles? Some people don't know her, surprisingly.
Gymnastics.
All right. She's regarded as probably the greatest gymnastics, or the most famous one at the moment, for sure. She's getting married soon. She got engaged to an NFL player, Jonathan Owens. They met on an exclusive dating app called Raya. If you don't know what Raya is, it's for rich people and people who are exclusive and really hot. It's like Tinder, but with people who have confirmed bank accounts. That's what I would put it as. And it's exclusive. You can't sign up for it. You have to be referred. It's like a whole process.
What's the name of it?
Raya.
Raya.
Yeah, like Mariah. He comes on a podcast when they're discussing the relationship he's with Simone, with some NFL players, and they're talking about how they met. And then this clip goes on.
How in the hell did you pull Simone Biles? I love this. How did you do that, bro?
Man, it's really how she pulled me, man. That's the question.
Oh,
man.
Lord Jesus. Now you with Freddie. Now it's back. now you
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I just got to Houston. I probably have been to Houston 7 months. But I had just went to Arizona, and one of my boys are like, "Hey, man, you gotta check out this app, you know?" And I'm like, "Nah, check it out." Like, what is it? It was called Raya at the time. Literally have been on the app for a couple of days, man. And it's like she pops up, and I'm like, let me see what this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics. So
Gymnastic. No, the pussy dead. Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Real thing.
So I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her, and it said we matched. So I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout, and I come back, and I get I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay.
You know this shit is true.
Oh, she interested.
You know this shit is true.
She like it.
Remember when she went? You know this shit is
when
true.
you log onto Instagram,
he is not lying.
And you see the people with the blue check mark liking your stuff, you're like, oh, who this famous person? Then you go on, it's some 1,000 follower Andy who bought his check mark.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you block just for getting my hopes up.
So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app, like, hey, you know what I mean? And I'm, man, that's up, man. It's gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics,
you have a lot of followers like that. I mean, she's a hoe.
No, that's not what he's looking at her. He's looking at her like, you don't know who she is.
Oh, it's a possibility.
That's what he's looking at. That's how everyone looks at
understand, yeah.
When he said he didn't know who she was, everyone's mad at him because they think he's pretending not to know who she is.
But I think I believe him when he say he doesn't know. Because and I understand both sides. The reason is because Simone Biles has been in the news for different reasons. One, because she's been killing it at the Olympics. Killing it. Single-handedly killing teams. You understand what I'm saying? And the other side is because of what happened with the coaches and stuff like that. So she's been advocate for mental health and stuff like that. There was a lot of things that was going on in the team. So she's been in the news. So it's hard to be like, you don't know. Everybody knows she's been on the cover at every magazine. But if you don't have TV like that and you don't really fuck with, I can understand that he doesn't know.
Yeah, a lot of the people who are saying this are people who are on the shade room all the time. So they think they see everything. So they assume everyone.
And there's some people that are not on the shade room at all.
I remember going to a comedy show and just asking a lot of do you know who Simone Biles is? 3 out of 5 of them didn't know who she was, or they'd heard the name but really didn't put a name to a face because they don't follow it. Gymnastics isn't popular enough for people to know. It's not like being Michael Jordan. If somebody says they don't know who Michael Jordan is, then I'm like, you capping, okay? Even then, there's still some people who don't really know.
No, they don't really know.
You'd be surprised, but that'd be wild. Gymnastics is not like that. Even though she transcends the sport, she's huge. And she is the GOAT for a lot of people. It doesn't mean that everybody knows. And trust me, having met a few athletes myself, they are very insulary in terms of what they're interested in.
Yo.
They are in terms of no geography, no world knowledge, no nothing. And it sounds rough, but I'm being honest. These are not the brightest light bulbs in the shed. They're not the most cultured people. They go to the gym, they're at the workouts, they follow their sports, they do their music, and they talking to.
So you was really the catch in.
I always say we the man to catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did though.
Is what you said.
Cause I was fighting it.
So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying.
Ryan Clark instigating so hard. You're like, give us that juice. Ryan, you know when your man starts talking, you're like, yeah, man, I punked that nigga. You're like, okay, so what you're saying is, Alfredo from across the street, he's scared of you. Yeah. And what you were saying is, if you saw him, that nigga might pee his pants, right? And you got the camera out and he's recording everything. It's like, yo, why are you upping it?
Why are you doing all that?
Yeah. But it was.
But she messaged me, and I mean, like I said, the rest is history, man. We
Honestly, in truth, Simone Biles is lucky.
For what?
Because she took a chance.
She's not lucky. She went in. And that's why I say, girls, it's your time to shine. If you see someone go, we are no longer at the time where you're gonna wait for people to come and get you. No, you want something, you're gonna have to go get it. Because sometimes we don't even
have to. You don't have to.
You don't have.
Simone Biles doesn't have to. She did, and it worked out. But
I'm gonna give it to you. You don't have to. You don't. If you want better chances, you have to.
There you go. That I agree.
Okay, cool.
No, baby, we matched, but I was the first to message.
Yeah, you
I wasn't
messaged me. She messaged. She wasn't scared. I give it that.
I know what I like and I know what I want.
So this is the clip that went around, and everybody, she's like, no, she ain't that man's wife. He's her husband, right?
It depends how great he makes it. No?
He's not going to be the greatest safety ever. This is not going to happen. Let's see here. Let's see people's reaction. People are basically yelling, she should divorce him. She should leave him. This man is no good for her. One thing we should appreciate is that Travis Kelce is smarter than Simone Biles' husband. Another Roto user writes, Simone Biles, who will arguably go down in history as the greatest gymnast of all time and who is so good at her sport they keep creating new rules just to catch up to her, is now married to a bad bitch who makes it a point to say she courted him, and I hate that for her. Simone Biles' husband trying to downplay his wife's achievement while none of us actually know his name is something else.
They're monster tripping over I don't know what, and that's what I got. Well, that's why I got confused. I'm like, Ma, you're sending so much hate around. He didn't do anything. Like calling him a red flag for what? Saying things like, "Oh, when in the history of mankind has a man ever been a catch?" I can name a couple. I can name a couple of times. I saw the articles. I saw the response, but I'm like, I was just baffled at some point. I don't get me. So please, Abba, enlighten me. What the fuck is up with people?
Essentially what you think it is. They think that she should be revered as a queen and that he should feel like he's lucky to have her and not the other way around. And I'm just like, maybe they're just lucky to have each other. Who cares?
I was about to say.
You know, like, but people have this idea that courting should only go one way.
Yeah.
And if it goes any other way,
then it's a red flag.
Yeah, you a high value woman. Why are you trying?
You're the red pill with lipsticks.
Yeah, that's fact.
I heard a girl say, oh, in a couple, the guy has to want more than the girl. If it's the other way around, like the girl wants more, then it's a dud. And I'm like, can't people just want each other and that's it? It's like you guys are living in like such polar opposites. Your life seems complicated. To always live in a position like that, it sounds. That's why y'all motherfuckers look tired as fuck.
I'll say this.
Jeez.
This is why you shouldn't go to other people for advice a lot of the time. Because they don't know the ins and outs of your relation. Motherfuckers will see one clip or hear one story from you until you break up. Oh, that's the end. It's like, if you as a friend or as an outsider haven't taken time to watch the full interview, if you as a person haven't taken time to actually know their relationship, why the fuck are you saying this person should or shouldn't break? Especially over things that are very nebulous. Like, okay, if he's beating on her, that's a different thing. We only need to see one clip of that to be like, okay, it might be time for you guys to really consider it. Because there's certain extremes. But outside of that, people just be like, oh yeah, break up. That's why, like, my friends come to me, I'll be telling them, like, what did you do? How did this all happen? How's the overall relationship? You have to ask all these questions because you can't just take one moment in time and one comment and then think you could diagnose or give prescription for how the relationship should go. And people watch this one clip and they're like, oh yeah. And I see girls who go to their girlfriends all the time and the girlfriends are like, oh, break up with him. He ain't no good. And a lot of the times it can be true, but a lot of the other times it just takes some work. It takes some different strategies. And this is not even one of them situations. It just shows you that people are so quick to terminate or think something should be terminated off of so little. And I'm like, bro, if that's how you guys govern your relationships, most of you should die alone. If you guys see one instance like that or one-off comment like that and you think a divorce should happen, most of y'all should die alone. Just look at the way that they look at each other. Look at the way that she looks at him during that conversation. Clearly, for them, this is not some sour point or whatever.
Days.
Listen, they might have other problems that we have no clue.
And maybe they do, but that's part of having a relationship. You got problems and then you sort it out, and then you got problems and you sort it out, and then you just see if it's worth it to sort it out. That's what a relationship is. But you motherfuckers are so quick to jump the boat. Nah, man, because I'm gonna have it my way.
Yeah, just saying everything throughout the entire relationship was
Christ.
So when she was going through it, right, and she was having her depressive episodes, and he was there for her, and he took time off to be there for her. That doesn't outweigh what happened in this one podcast for most of these people, which is not even an issue in their relationship. It's just so crazy to me. People want someone to be a ride or die. Someone's going to stick it through thin and thin. Do you think you're always going to communicate efficiently? You don't think there's going to be hiccups on the road? You don't think there's going to be periods where they say things that are offhand about how you work it out, you talk it through?
But there was no hiccups on the road. That's the main thing.
Well, let's say there was, though. I agree, but let's say there was.
Yeah.
Let's say she felt some type of way about what he said. You talk it through.
Yeah.
You say, I don't like it when you get on these podcasts and the way that you talk about our dynamic, it almost feels like you believe. That's fine. You had that conversation. Why did it have to go straight to like, oh, that's a red flag, get rid of this guy? It's like, you guys are going to communicate in ways that are not always going to be conducive, right? I see people who have an argument. I'm like, bro, y'all need to stop texting. You need to go see each other. You would probably solve 95% of your problems if you just looked at the other person while you're having your argument, right? These people who are on the verge of not making it work just need to look at each other. But everyone around them be like, yo, y'all need to cut it loose, or you need to cut. It's like, bro, the way people want to end relationships and how willy-nilly they are about it needs to end right now, rather than trying to find solutions and strategies to actually make whatever insecurities you have and I have make gel together so that we can work around them. None of us are perfect. We're all coming into relationships with problems, okay? Every single one of us. The question is, what strategies do you have about maintaining those issues, and how do you communicate that to your partner? If this was a problem, it's not even a problem, but if it was, that would be something you would prescribe. I want y'all to appreciate, though, I'm telling you this right now.
What?
If he was the GOAT at his job, and Simone Biles was just an average safety or average gymnast,
They would still talk.
and she was talking about, I'm the catch. He had to court me.
They would talk shit.
No, the women, you know what they would say? Go girl.
Oh, yeah.
They would say, go girl. Oh, yes. Let him know.
But the guys would
because
talk.
we are queens.
But the guys the guy would feel some type of weight. Like, there's always going to be some people that are going to yeah, the same people that are saying like, yeah, boy, that red flag, they would have been like, yeah, go get
I'm going to be honest
it.
with you, I don't even know if that's true. Maybe in the most extreme red pill spaces, but I think even as a dude who's got money, you're still expected to court a woman.
Yeah.
Even as a dude who might be a multi-millionaire,
Yeah.
and she coming off a degree at McDonald's.
Yeah.
They still looking at you like, yo, you heard what I said.
A degree at McDonald's.
You heard what the I said.
The McDonald's University of Life?
Flipping burgers degree.
MU...
Flipping burgers degree.
MFU?
Yes.
McDonald's Flipping University?
Yes. Okay? Even if she came straight from there, we're still expected to court. We're still expected to do so. It's just, this is like when the
My name is Caroline. I'm from MFU. My McDonald's Flipping University. Go Fries!
That's right. So if you guys are ever taking advice from your friends or anybody around you, and oftentimes their first advice is break up with that person, oh, they know good for you, you have to question, have you really done a great job of A, presenting the entirety of your relationship to the people around you, or just the bad stuff? And B, are these people really interested in making sure that you have a good relationship that has its ups and downs and is difficult, or do they expect you to just have rainbows because they want to be on your side? Because sometimes people just hear things that they think you want to say when you're amped up and angry, right? Because you coming at them with all kinds of emotion. Oh, he did this and that. Like, all right, what did you do? They don't be asking that question a lot of the times. They'd be like, how dare he? Oh, how dare she? She don't deserve you. It is actually disgusting how often I see friends just sabotage relationships with terrible advice. And it's not always entirely their fault, because you be presenting your relationship in a fucked up way to your friends and family.
The way you present that shit, the story that you be telling, and the real story that happened, there's some people that have no way of being able to, put themselves out of the equation and put okay, this is what happened, this and that and that and that. And that's most of us, to be honest. Like, there's always two sides to a story. But the way you're going to present it, yeah, I'll talk. Anyway.
So anyways, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. I just want to talk about this story a little bit, but yeah, let us know.